Okay, we're back. This is a Spriggan Wanderer. I'm going to continue to try to get my ascetic conduct. That is to say, I'm going to not use potions and not use scrolls until I get my first rune. And we're using a Spriggan Wanderer because, like the Spriggan Monk I played before, it hasn't been won yet, and the high score is pretty low. I did quit a couple of times, so I would have a ranged weapon. Crossbows should work just fine. We'll just worship Oka or Trog. Anyway, I did play a ghoul wizard off camera, just to get the high score. Again, another one of those things that was, in this case, the high score was owned by somebody on the team, the Korean team that's giving us a run for our money. However, at this point in the tournament, and I don't know, I'm actually not sure how many days the tournament has gone on, but I know that there are 5 days and 15 hours left. But at this point, we're over 1,000 points ahead of them. So things are going pretty well for us. But I'd like to maintain that commanding lead if possible. So I want to try to steal high scores from them. I want to try to take high scores from random other people just so we have them. And I want to mainly get my conducts out of the way, but if I can get these conducts while also... Wow. Haha. Yeah, if I can get these conducts while also nabbing some high scores, then I'll do so. And it makes sense. Anything that's a Spriggan can get Ascetic, I think, pretty easily. I think any character with enough luck could do Ascetic, especially if you pick the right god. It's just a matter of not needing resources, you know? Probably should have restarted this Wanderer until I had a sling. Trying to kill these things without using my bolts if possible. Well, that's no good. We'll just fight. Okay. Suppose we'll go in. You know, if we keep maintaining this lead, I may not play too many more games. I mean, I've already spent way too much time on this tournament. Okay, no armor from Pergy. Let's take these potions and scrolls. And drop them. I guess we started with a scroll of teleportation. Anyway, I mean, if we're truly doing well, there may not be much of a point for me to even bother with my speed runs. I never really cared much about my solo, you know, my solo showing, especially ever since my streak got snipped and I kind of stopped trying to extend it. Ooh. There's a doorway there. I've never seen that before. That's weird. I thought there would be a way in, but I guess we need flying, and of course we can't use potions, or... well, we shouldn't for this conduct. Right? Shafted. Caslel, huh? I'm gonna try this dagger. It's a dagger of draining. Jeez, maybe we should just use short blades, I guess, for the time being. Skill level 10 for Mendeley. Whoops. Well, there it is. Okay, that's fine. Let's try this again. I don't think, I think to make this the smoothest, let's just restart until we get somebody who uses slings. Short swords would also be fine. Okay, this is just a quintessential Spriggan Stabber man, I guess. Turn off potions of curing, potions in general, and scrolls. No books, fine. Yeah, I guess we pretty much just got short blades. This'll do. If we just pick the right god, we will be able to do Ascetic with this. Should I pick strength, I wonder? Yeah, for damage. I've always thought that strength is the best thing to get unless you're casting. I pretty much never get dexterity. Although it is, I suppose, what you would want to get if you were playing a stabber. I mean, this is sort of a stabber. I don't know, I'm not putting a lot of long-term thought into this guy. Jeez. Oh, he's dead, so we get that D2 Hound. That's a fun one. Certain characters have a real fun time with that. Let's try again. Unarmed combat. And quit him out. I guess this character has fighting, spellcasting, stealth, and throwing. And a wacky collection of spells. Nah. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted the whole time. We got bows. Start with a sharp bow, 40 arrows. Alright, this is awesome. Woohoo! A dagger of electrocution, huh? Alright. That's Man over there. He's playing on my team. I'm gonna turn off scrolls and potions. Won't be picking those up. Wouldn't want to accidentally use one. Tab all these dudes. Hey, magical power. Not useful for this character. Trying to explain my reasoning to this guy, the idea that being able to walk quickly sort of obviates the need for yeah, I guess I get strength. Fast walking kind of obviates the need for scrolls of blink, fear, teleport. I mean, there are situations where that's useful, but should I try to kill him? Nah, we have a good start. Let's be careful. I shouldn't have fought this stuff. Whoa! Well, I'm trying to bow this adder to death. He's not having any of it, though. There's a lot of adders on this floor as well. Whew. Yeah, he's not taking any damage from this bow. Look at this. 1, 2... Well, no, we got him. Okay. It's kind of the way it goes. It doesn't work until it does. I could use my deck of destruction, I suppose. Whoa, he's got a dagger of venom. Say +2 dagger of venom. We'll make that our main weapon over the electricity. I'm gonna try to stab him. Too bad he's awake. Alright, we'll leave. Try this cloak on, +2 cloak, very good. Got another deck of destruction. Decks will be nice. Since it kind of can take the place of scrolls and potions. Here's a jib. Why don't we go ahead and use a deck on him? Wow. He gets wild magic to death. I don't want his potion. I was afraid he had a wand. Okay, we're doing this again. Just one good hit from this thing, I believe, can possibly kill me. Not sure exactly what the upper end of an adder's poison is. I know it's pretty good. Okay. Deck of summoning. I've kind of stopped caring about the damage potential here from poison things. Ring of Fire. Amulet of the Acrobat. We may not we might not try any more. We might not try any more of those amulets on account of the fact that we could get inaccuracy again. This is a pretty good start, though. It's a sewer. Dagger of Distortion, A. We could wear a Dagger of Distortion. I don't think that's a thing I should do, though. If I find curare in here, I suppose I'll take the blowgun. I mean, I should take the blowgun out of the place either way. Okay. +1 Dagger of Venom does not beat +2. Okay, let's turn on potions just for a minute. And scrolls. I want to take this stuff out of here in case I decide to, you know, in case I decide to take this character further than where I'm taking it to start with. Okay, we'll turn these off again. Drop the blowgun for that matter. He's as sick as possible. Okay, he must have died of the poison. There we go. Okay. I wanted to get the stab. Wasn't quite working for me. I'll just get the arrows on him. And again, we're running out of arrows. We're out of arrows. Okay. Can use these wands. Okay, let's go into the temple and explore it. Because guess who gives me dex for exploring? Alright, short blades. At min delay for daggers. I guess we'll just train all this crap, you know? That could be cursed. Let's not wear it. But hey, we've got... If I wanted to go bows, I could. Okay. Electricity worked. Okay. This warrior will go down pretty easy, apparently. Just gotta wait for the poison. Should probably train some evocations as well, come to think of it. +3 aptitude, I mean, why not, right? Should I wear the buckler? I'm thinking no, even though bucklers are great, on account of the fact that for now I would like the ability to swap to the short bow because we have a bunch of arrows. So if I need to kite something, you know, we have the ability. Let's ice blast this stuff to death. Disintegrate. Scattershot, I guess. What am I doing? I should definitely finish this off. My poison's bad enough that if they hit me one more time I would have died. Well, maybe not with Deck of Escape. Got him. Those whites can be a little bit tough to take down. This is a pretty solid start, though. All these decks that I haven't even had to touch, of course. Nemelex can be a bit unreliable. Oh, he's woken up. Oh, I already have a +2 cloak on. So we do not even need to use his youth's cloak. Oh, these are potions. Plutonium sword. Kind of hilarious to find that on a character that can't use it. Well, we'll leave all that behind. Well, this completely works. I just gotta do it for a while. Okay, I screwed up. Scattershot him to finish him off. What am I doing? I'll just stab him. Or, not stab, but attack him. We can survive one hit from him at least. Okay, that's another floor. And that's another deck of destruction. So, degeneration doesn't work on undead. Instead, it just puts them into a daze, which is great. It's kind of like the Holy Word effect. In fact, it may quite literally be the Holy Word effect. Exact same thing, I'm not sure. I am sure that it works quite well to stop them from taking actions, though. Okay, I'm trying to kill this stuff and still have enough hit points to not get wrecked by this centaur. Looks like we're fine. This warrior, though. Okay, as sick as possible. We'll wait for him to take a few turns worth of damage. There we go. Deck of Summoning. Okay. That can happen. Just kind of take a bunch of damage instead of getting a chance to stab. Or apply, in that case, apply poison, I guess. You know, I wasn't going to get a stabbing opportunity on him, but, you know, we were able to melee an ogre a minute ago. Just a matter of good RNG. Okay, he's pretty tough. Let's, deck of summonings. Why don't we clouds him? Stick my old buddy here. Thankfully I was wearing my electrocution. Wow, he might be wearing our poise armor. Wow. You know what? I shouldn't risk it. My illusion's too evasive. Okay, let's see if we can get... Oh, not only do we get some poison, we got a stab on him. He went down easy. Alright, let's try this again. Close the door, deck of summoning, open the door. I'll make one more. I guess one more after that. He may be out of... Yeah, he's out of range. Oh yeah, he's totally poison immune. Which is unfortunate because we keep getting poison clouds. 25 plus Morning Star. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's about to just go in with the dagger and hope that it worked. Shall I try some of these rings? I might as well. +5 of intelligence. I don't need that. Stealth, we'll keep that on. Stealth and attention. Okay. Good rings. I guess they cancel each other out. One would hope, anyway. Again, this is an ascetic run for the time being, so... No scrolls, no potions. Not until I get my first rune. Okay. Well, let's go down. So it's taking a little longer than I thought. I may split this up into a couple of videos. But it's looking like this is working out just fine. I will completely abuse these decks. And slide right down and get a rune without any potions or scrolls pretty easily, I think. Nice. Of course, I'm using up all my clouds here. Poison takes an awful long time to kill these guys, mostly on account of how many hit points they have. I mean, perhaps I should be using electricity a little more. Now that I'm heading into lair. Maybe. Nice, got the stab on the Wraith. Yeah, electricity's working pretty well. I mean, Mendeley Electric Dagger pretty much clears out the entire lair. It's just a matter of not dying to spiny frogs or blink frogs or anything like that. But we'll get stabs on them sometimes like that. Yeah, it just takes too long with this poison now. I mean, if we needed to kite things with it, we could. But we don't. We can just use the electricity and, you know, win way faster. Okay, first floor is over. Ornate Deck of Destruction. We are just swimming in decks. Well, here's our friends, the blink frogs. Nope, tried to get some stabs. It's not happening. This isn't half bad. I don't feel too bad about spamming these decks in any non-trivial fight either, because I have so many. Of course, I should try to be a little bit, you know, I should conserve them some. This guy can actually get really good poison, so perhaps we should be a little bit more careful. There we go. Well, I was hoping to stab more of this. A lot of it is remaining asleep, despite my best efforts to make a ton of noise. Well, we got some good stabs. I mean, my stealth is getting pretty outrageous for Lair. Okay, Snake Pit is one of our options. Sort of a tough one. I mean, I would rather not go to Snake Pit on this character. Without potions and wands, I mean, of course. Well, we can go toe-to-toe with the spiny frogs. Whoa, magma gargoyle. Why don't we try summoning some stuff? Or it can just make a demon that's hostile to me. That's pretty cool. Okay, long sword of pain. Bring in the pain. Walk away from this other gargoyle. Wow. Okay. Let's try again. Deck of Destruction. Nice. Got the orb. Okay, we get a stab despite the fact that we're in water. Good stuff. Yeah, wild magic. You really got to be careful with these decks. As I've learned the hard way this tournament. I mean, Nemelex is just not a god you want to play unless you don't care too much if you live or die. That's my assessment. He's very, very powerful, but he's also very, very capable of getting you killed. You cannot rely on his stuff at all. Every single deck has a way of getting you killed. I used to think that Escape might be might be an exception to this, but it's not. Because, check it out, Summoning's got the various things that summon hostile things on your head, so of course that's too dangerous to use in an emergency situation. Destruction has Degeneracy, which can make things worse, even though it's lower hit die, quote-unquote. And of course it can give you Wild Magic, which can do all manner of miscasts that screw you up. And Escape... Escape... has that, I forget what it's called, I think it's Speed card or something? And it can actually haste your enemies. Just hastes everything that's on the board, including your enemies. And your allies, I guess. So I had a discussion a while back with Demise about this on Reddit, very, very long time ago at this point. I don't think I articulated it particularly well, but I was saying that, you know, Nemelex seems like a bad god to me because you can't really use his abilities as a primary way of killing things, and he said something along the lines of, well, that's the same as any god, which is essentially true, sure. But the reason why it feels bad to me, and I think I could articulate it better now, is that decks seem like something you should be using first in the fight, not last. If you're using them, like right there, I shouldn't have used one. If you're using them while you're already hurt, or halfway through the fight, or by the time you know that you need it, it's too late. So it's like an opener, not a finisher. So the counter argument to that is that you should simply evaluate fights better and actually use them at the beginning only in non-trivial fights where you think you're going to need them. Like this. Oh no. But yeah, I mean, even if you do correctly do that evaluation, the decks can still screw you and make you spend resources to survive, like that Ghost Moth. I could have very easily needed to use wands to get out of that situation, or if it had hasted the Hydra, You know, it could have simply made the situation worse. So all in all, I really don't like Nemelex. I think it's far too random. Well, I don't... Let me put it this way. I like Nemelex. I think it's like a fun, quote-unquote fun god, but I put him on par with Zom in a lot of ways. I think Zom is one of the most fun and interesting gods in the game. But I would never try to streak with Zom. Unless I didn't care too much about my streak. Nemelex is like halfway between Zom and a regular god, in my opinion. Manual of pole arms. How did he get across? Can they cling to walls? Oh wait, he walked. Okay. Still haven't used any potions or scrolls. Dang. Alright, well this is not good. I think we gotta deal 4. What shall we deal out of? Well, I'm hoping for a storm card, so I think we're gonna deal 4 out of destruction. Ornate. That's fun. It's a twister. If I die again to a twister, that's just beautiful. Do I have a high level deck of escape? Okay. Did we get an elixir card? But it didn't. It says you begin rapidly regenerating, and then nope, we're just gonna heal the ally instead. Okay. I think I can just acid wand this dude. I just need these storms to dissipate. Trying to use my wands and things. Instead of my decks. We almost died there from the miscast damage. Really funny irony that I got the card I wanted, the elixir card, but it didn't do the effect I needed. Sort of odd too, because our invocations aren't terrible. Wow. Dude, we're getting outrageous miscasts like every single time. Down, go up. Yes, yes indeed. Okay, there we go. Pull some of these up. Thankfully we only get the one. And again. Pulled too much. Nice, 2 acid wands. Really, really good. I think we'll use some right now. Jeez, these are really throwing me for a loop here. Can't seem to hit them. We are on layer 6, by the way, so that would explain why there's so much stuff. You really ought to think about any kind of branch ending, even the non-rune endings, as a challenge floor, like a boss fight floor. Even D15 often qualifies. Not always, but often. And I have a bad habit of just treating it like any other floor. Alright, let's see if I can use destruction without miscast just annihilating me. Okay, so we actually got wild magic, and for once it didn't damage me. I guess that's one of the things you gotta keep in mind. Just don't use destruction if things are right next to you. Is that the lesson? I suppose it might be. Wow, this guy doesn't want to die. Let's scattershot him. Well, kill hole strategy is working. Gonna have a deep troll to deal with, Catoblepus and Deathyax. Even without decks, I mean, we could painstakingly lure all this crap and pretty much win. Reset the fight repeatedly. Oh, hey, we're gonna get some stabs. Yes, that's really cool. But yeah, this is a very good character. Okay, I'm trying to blow them away, apparently. 3 storms in a row. Okay. This should be sufficient. Maybe a little overkill. These air elementals are real bosses. Okay, that's Lair. We'll pause here. Oh, a legendary deck of destruction I missed. Look at all these decks. Doing quite well on decks. So we've got Shoals and Snake Pit. We'll probably end up in, yeah, I don't know. Both of those are equally crappy for different reasons for this character. Lacking scrolls is unfortunate in both cases. I'm thinking probably Shoals. But then again, Snake Pit's okay because the end branch, the end vault is way more dense. Everything's in the same spot. I don't have so many engagements, just one big one, sort of. Depending on the layout, but usually that's about how it shakes out. So I really like doing that on Nemelex, because even though I don't have Immolate, what I do have is a ton of summoning. So we can just make a huge army and watch it go to town. The downside to that is, well, Naga sharpshooters are a problem. Putting on this buckler. I'm going to train shields up to 7.2. I don't see us using bows again. Anyway, take the break now, and we won't go straight into Snake Pit. We'll clear out the dungeon, or most of it, and we'll go into Orc, and probably make short work of it with the help of these decks. Until then, I am signing out.